coming up on MovieBuff.
Go ahead. I think I want to hear this.
It's the film that earned Sandra Bullock a place among Hollywood royalty. See her Academy Award-winning turn in The Blind Side. Everyone's favourite snaggletooth babysitter is back in Nanny McPhee and The Big Bang. And Bashy and skin star Kaya Scodelaria unite for urban action flick Shank.
How's he doing?
It's fair to say us Brits aren't the biggest followers of American football, so if a film about the subject sounds like Hell on Earth, well, then you're in luck. As despite all appearances, The Blind Side is not about the US sport. Instead, it's the backdrop for a truly jaw-dropping story. Sandra Bullock plays Leanne Toohey, a well-to-do southern wife and mother whose life changes one night after a random act of kindness.
Do you have any place to stay tonight? Come on.
Michael Orr, a teenager who goes to the same school as her kids, soon becomes the new addition to her family, which does raise a few eyebrows.
Is this some sort of white guilt thing?
What will your daddy say?
Ignoring the gossip, the Tooheys spot Big Mike's potential and help him to realise it on and off the field.
Okay. Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back, how you have his, okay? All right, Tony, go back.
Easy to see why she won that Oscar. Yep, it's hats off to the rom-com favourite who turns in a standout performance as the all-American do-gooder. Then again, the acting's pretty solid all round. It's the kind of film where you expect to go in needing a whole packet of tissues, and while yes, you do have a lump in your throat, and yes, it is sad and uplifting, it's also surprisingly funny.
Oompa Loompa here is your tailback.
The touching moments are perfectly peppered with gags to lighten the darker elements. It does feel a bit Erin Brockovich-y at times, as this unbelievable tale is also true. And with the real Mr. Orr now signed up to the NFL, it's the ultimate rags to riches story that is still unfolding.
You're changing that boy's life.
No, he's changing mine.
Good evening, Mrs. Green. I am Nanny McPhee.
Oh, you're it!
Is it wrong for a 26-year-old man to love Nanny McPhee? I hope not. The second instalment of the Emma Thompson-penned Kids Capers is a lovable yarn that blends your childhood favourite films of Bedknobs and Broomsticks and The Railway Children together with some magic, modern technical wizardry and dancing pigs. I'll get the review over early. It's a triumph, and I cried. Bringing the story on a few generations is the story of Nanny McPhee helping country wife Mrs. Green and her children, who are joined by rich cousins from the city during World War II. The two sets of children far from see eye to eye, and once again Nanny McPhee has 5 more essential rules to magic through to help the children to obedience. It is a tearjerker of the Jenny Agutter Daddy My Daddy variety, and a triumph for Oscar-winning screenwriter Thompson, who continues to impress with her writing prowess, although she admits it was the filmic concept of the original Nurse Matilda books that made her job easier.
I read them when I was little and I'd forgotten about them, and I just picked them up and I read it again, and I thought, being a screenwriter at the time, I thought, what a very interesting idea cinematically to have a character that changes the way they look through the course of a movie, and when they look their best, they leave. I love that. And I love the fact that now children, well, some children are familiar with the first film. What they love is the ugly Nanny McPhee. They don't care about the pretty one at the end. Nobody cares about her. She's finished her job, she's gone by. Okay, she got an award, lovely, but bye. But what they love is the ugliness and the otherness of this first nanny, because they know that underneath
her job easier. The kids in this film are incredibly good, a serious shout for Family Flick of the Year, quintessentially English with turns from Ralph Fiennes, Rhys Ifans and what may be a familiar Maggie Smith to some fans of the story. Definitely go out and see this. It's imagination the way it used to be told, and if anything, will make you dust off the old VHS of Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and now that can't really be a bad thing, can it?
So, have you heard of the street term Shank?
If you are in any doubt as to what it means, you won't be after you've seen this movie. Set in 2015 in what appears to be a post-apocalyptic London, Shank shows a bleak future where the gap between rich and poor has grown to epic proportions. Knife crime is on the up as the angry youth fight for survival.
Children hustling, children killing. Step on them toes, you're getting bored, getting shanked. Childhood, that died a long time ago.
From some of the people who brought us kidulthood, as you'd expect, Shank is an equally action-packed raw ride.
Them rich mans, they've privatised community support. Government sold it all up, so we can't touch them no more.
It's the story of gang the Paper Chasers, made up of Junior, his older brother Rager, who's played by grime MC Bashy, their mate Sweet Boy, a face you might recognise from EastEnders or The Bill, then there's Kicks and Craze, oh, and not forgetting their dog. The cool look of the movie is down to director Mo Ali. He's done music videos before for the likes of Dizzy Rascal, but this is actually his first major feature.
And the whole idea is just kind of like making it chase, good music, kids running around, loads of screaming, loads of shouting. Do you know what I mean? When the girl gang come up on the bus, you want to have like cool, you know, girl music that just inspires all the girls. It's just something where like you want to get the kids getting off their chairs in the cinema.
One of the girls in the film is played by Skins actress Kaya Scodolaro.
Because I'm born and raised in London, and I've really wanted to do something that was London-based and sort of true to London and quite exciting and different. And I read the script and just really loved it and just really wanted to do it.
She's not the only one who's excited about this urban action flick. The buzz around it's good. So with a talented young cast, a very topical subject matter and a hot new filmmaker on board, make sure you check out Shank.